Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
The mistake really is there's too much BS floating out there, and now it's out of our hands. There's no way to control it, so now they're saying they're going to control it. I want to see what they're going to do.
My team will review the applications and give credentials to new media applicants who meet our criteria and pass United States Secret Service requirements to enter the White House complex.
All right.
What'd she say?
You'd think by now the drama would have settled down a bit, right? Maybe even toned down. Nope. It's still going strong, full of loud opinions and wild claims, like it's a full-time job, but this time they ran into a major roadblock. Bill, Maher and Karoline Leavitt. Yep, you heard that right. Two big names who teamed up to hit back hard at all the madness. So what were they reacting to this time? Well, hold on tight. It all started with a quick remark. Someone pointed out we hadn't checked in on the show's chaos for a while, and let's just say not much has changed. If anything, it's gotten even messier.
To get past this endless, unforgiving, zero-tolerance mindset bent on punishing and disappearing anyone caught saying the wrong thing. The right response to speech you don't like is more speech.
Outrage hit a boiling point when Bill Maher made a bold move. He had dinner. With former President Trump, that was enough to send Whoopi Goldberg into a frenzy. She was so angry she wouldn't even say his name on air, treating it like some kind of forbidden word. But that was just the beginning. Her meltdown was only the appetizer, and what came next was a full-on attack on Bill's character. The ladies went after him, dragging his name through the mud as if he'd committed a crime simply for sharing a meal. The reason? Bill's slowly shifting views, becoming more centrist, even conservative. Apparently that's enough to get you banned by the panel, but then Karoline Leavitt stepped in and she didn't hold back. With her usual sharp honesty, she called out the hypocrisy straight to their faces. Bill, ever the pro, handled it smoothly, cracking jokes and slicing through their nonsense with hard-hitting truths. You could feel the tension in the room as the microphones dropped, one after the other. This wasn't just a rebuttal, it was a public dismantling of the whole narrative.
And take him seriously and take him literally.
I don't think that we have to. I think it would be remiss of us to not say Joe Biden knows how to do this. Yes, he knows how to do this. He's quite good at this. And you know, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean
he rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just.
But can I mention one thing?
The drama's far from over. Whoopi completely lost it over Bill Maher dining with Trump as if he'd broken some sacred rule in her book. For her and the rest of the View crew, this wasn't just about sharing a meal, it was a full-on betrayal. They've spent years demonizing Trump, and Bill casually sitting at his table sent them into a frenzy. No clever comment or witty joke could erase the crime of him sitting across from someone they'd spent years attacking. To them, it was more than a dinner. It was crossing a line they'd drawn in stone. But Bill Maher? He's never one to back down from a fight, especially not from a few TV personalities. On a recent episode of Real Time with Bill Maher, he walked straight into the fire, didn't flinch, and took no prisoners. No soft landing, no sugarcoating, just his signature sarcasm and sharp delivery, calling out the outrage without holding back.
How dare you be so flippant, man? Listen, nobody on the planet really wants to go through this. This is not something we're doing because it's, you know, gratifying. This is what we're doing to protect our families. And you don't have to do it, but stay away from it.
And of course, Bill didn't hold back. He named names. Whoopi's meltdown was front and center and didn't sugarcoat a thing. With each line, he shredded their pearl-clutching takes, making it crystal clear he doesn't need their approval. He said what he said, and he'd say it again. Classic Maher, sharp, fearless, and unfazed. His message was loud and clear. He'll sit down with whoever he wants, whenever he wants. No drama-filled panel is going to decide who he can or can't engage with. Maher didn't just defend himself. He made a stand. He reminded everyone that this is still America, where freedom of thought matters, where disagreements don't have to escalate into personal attacks, and where adults can sit down, talk it out, and disagree without it becoming a circus.
As you know, 12 days ago, I had dinner with President Trump, a dinner that was set up by my friend Kid Rock, because we share a belief that there's got to be something better than hurling insults from 3,000 miles away. And let me first say that to all the people who treated this like it was some kind of summit meeting, you're ridiculous. Like I was going to sign a treaty or something. I have no power. I'm a comedian, and he's the most powerful leader in the world. I'm not the leader of anything, except maybe a contingent of centrist-minded people who think there's got to be a better way of running this country than hating each other.
But of course, the crew at The View wasn't having any of that. To them, the moment Bill sat down with someone they didn't approve of, he was automatically the villain. Bill wasn't just defending his right to speak with anyone, he was defending a bigger idea, that a debate doesn't have to turn into chaos and opposing views shouldn't spark outrage. And honestly, that message hit hard. Unless you're Whoopi Goldberg, she didn't just disagree with Bill, she lost it. It was like he'd personally attacked her. But what really showed the bias was when she brought Kamala Harris into the conversation, trying to compare Trump to the vice president as if that made sense. Here's the kicker. Without even realizing it, Whoopi revealed her true mindset. If Kamala had invited Bill to dinner, Whoopi would have been all in, no outrage, no rant. She probably would have hosted the after party herself if Bill had praised Kamala instead of Trump. You can bet she would have been clapping, cheering, maybe even wiping away a tear. But because it was Trump, suddenly those same words became a scandal. This wasn't about staying consistent or upholding any morals. It was about playing sides. It was pure partisanship, and Whoopi didn't hide it. She broadcasted it loud and clear. This is exactly why people respect Bill Maher. He doesn't just talk about free speech.
Well, if he's right, then why didn't people vote for the former prosecutor who actually had policy plans?
I know as I say that, millions of liberal sphincters just tightened. Oh my God, Bill, are you going to say something nice about him? What I'm going to do is report exactly what happened. You decide what you think about it. And if that's not enough pure Trump hate for you, I don't give a fuck.
And this right here is why people respect Bill Maher. He lives it. When the outrage machine came swinging, Bill didn't flinch. He didn't issue a fake apology, didn't beg for forgiveness, and didn't fold under pressure, even with Whoopi Goldberg taking shots at him on national TV. He stood his ground, calm and locked in, like nothing could shake him. That kind of backbone is rare these days. Most people cave the second social media gets loud, but not Maher. He leaned in even harder, doubling down on his principles like a boss. While some called for Whoopi to step away after her explosive rant, Bill didn't milk it for sympathy. He didn't play the victim, he played the truth teller. And let's not forget, he didn't stay quiet. Bill had his own jabs, and they hit hard. One moment had the whole internet buzzing. Did he really just compare Whoopi to a hunter and himself to a lion? Oh yes, he did. Say what you want about Maher, but the guy's got away with words, and this time it was pure poetry. In this wild media jungle, Whoopi stormed in all fired up, ready to take him down like she was on some righteous mission. But Maher, cast as the prey, flipped the script. Instead of running, he fought back, not with yelling, but with razor sharps, comebacks that caught her completely off guard. In the end, let's just say it wasn't the lion who looked rattled.